Okay. Oh. Go this way, huh? Okay, well, 31 caps. Well, there's that room, but there's a guy in there. Give it a little quick save, why not? Whoop.
Aha!
Oh. Well, let's just get out of here.
You'd be crazy to put your money on either side of the coming battle.
Don't mind me. Sure. Sure. Be a little too close to this guy over here, but we'll find out. Keep the whiskey and the beers in the floor safe. Oh. Oh, my shit. Take it. Oh, yeah. Their shit. Ah, mother.
Aha!
I can do it. Oh. Oh, not around there. Slowly. 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 God damn it, really? Right here? Is there another guy around? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Christ. Oh, it's not going away. The top left corner. It's just got the vault boy. Oh, saving and okay. It's fine. Whatever. We don't need our weapons. Our
Hanlon
big
was a brave
weapons.
soldier. What could have driven him to despair?
Hello. Jeez, don't mind if I do. Well, first aid. That way. This requires a key. Wow. I looped.
Welcome to the Ultralux. I do hope it exceeds your every expectation.
You work here?
I do, but one can hardly call it work. I think of myself as a caretaker rather than a common laborer. I suppose it is a labor of love if it can be called labor at all. We at the White Glove Society are all responsible for maintaining the beauty and class of the Ultralux. And as its founder, I suppose it falls to me to decide how we go about it.
I'm looking for someone who went missing here recently.
This again? I thought this was all settled. I answered every one of that investigator's questions to his satisfaction and gave all the help I could. I know our reputation hasn't always been spotless, but that's all in the past now. How some people can't get over it is beyond me. For the last time, the White Glove Society has never and will never consume human flesh for any reason. It's written in the charter.
The White Glove Society used to eat human flesh?
Now, didn't I already tell you that we don't do that sort of thing? We do not engage in cannibalism here under any circumstances. Though we haven't always been the White Glove Society. There was another time, a dark time, when we went by a different name. But that's all changed now. We've evolved past such base impulses since settling into our new home. I've seen to it that those days are behind us.
Why? Who did you talk to about the disappearance?
There was an investigator who came through here last week. He'd been hired by a young man whose bride-to-be went missing during their stay here. Well, you can already guess what probably happened, can't you? It seems perfectly likely that she got cold feet and ran off. And that young groom just didn't have a clue, the poor dear.
I'm investigating someone else. A man, and he just recently went missing.
A man? Well, then this can't be. 2 disappearances in my hotel? What will people say? I'm going to have a word with my staff about security on the premises. Whether these people are found or not, our guests simply must feel safe in their own rooms.
Is there any way I can talk to the investigator?
Why, yes, I think so, if he hasn't checked out yet, that is. I had our maitre d' Mortimer offer him a complimentary room for as long as it took for him to be satisfied. You see, the White Glove Society remains the very picture of courtesy, even in the face of such impolite accusations. We have nothing to hide here.
Okay. Goodbye.
Ta-ta.
Yo, Morty.
How may I be of service, sir?
Marjorie said you gave a free room to a private investigator?
Private investigator. Ah, yes, I remember the gentleman. This was about the missing bride. Such an awful thing. I do hope he finds her whereabouts. If I might pry, have you found something that will help his investigation?
I'm on an investigation too. I hope we can help each other out.
You are? Nothing so grim as his investigation, I hope. Ordinarily, we don't give out guest information, but I think given the circumstances, he'll want to speak with you. Let's see. He hasn't checked out yet. If you head back to the hotel rooms, his will be one floor directly above you after you exit the lobby. I hope we can put this whole matter to rest at last.
Goodbye.
Indeed.
Oh. Silent. Over here. Damn, motherfucker. Why did it switch to third person like that? Yeah, see, kill a chairman like love, you know. Russo. Was that a reference to NCIS? Matchbook. How long you scrawled across the back of a matchbook? Steam room, 4 p.m. Yeesh. Right here. And then finished off here. You heard nothing, because it was silent. And don't mind that it's on my hip. I actually don't remember if they care about that.
How may I be of service, sir? Indeed.
Can't talk about it. And they don't care.
That fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
Gotta wait a while. Very steamy room, though. I'm not allowed to sit here. I can sit here. I'll sit here. PM for sure. him wait the 9 minutes. Oh. Coming. Whoa. Chauncey.
Who are you?
Looking for someone who went missing.
So was the man I'm supposed to be meeting here. Where is he?
He's dead.
Oh my goodness me. They must know he was talking to someone on the inside. They'll be watching everyone closer now. I knew this was a mistake.
Who are you afraid of?
Mortimer. If he realizes it was me the investigator was planning to meet, he'll have me killed.
So it's Mortimer behind the disappearances?
Yes. The White Glove Society strictly forbids eating humans. But we weren't always the White Glove Society. Mortimer and some of the others have regressed to the old ways. They've taken many people over the last few months, but always from Freeside or secluded places where they wouldn't be missed. It wasn't enough. Lately, they've gone for tourists here on the Strip, even in the hotel. I guess that's the hazard of a cannibal becoming a gourmet. It's hard to please a refined palate.
What about Ted Gunderson?
He's alive, as far as I know. They're trying to keep him fresh. Mortimer has special plans for him. The White Glove Society has a banquet every night at 7. It's in our private section. Mortimer wants to reintroduce humans into our cuisine. Since eating people is a crime we punish by death, he's going to do it in secret. After everyone has eaten it, he'll tell them. With no real way to punish everyone, in Mortimer's mind anyway, their minds will be open to the idea of eating people as a delicacy.
Wouldn't they punish Mortimer for his deception?
They might, but to him, the legacy of returning to the old ways is worth his own life. I don't think he expects it, though. I don't either. Nothing is more important to the society than being on the cutting edge of New Vegas cuisine. Mortimer's idea will appeal to that need. He just has to get them over the taboo.
Where are they keeping Ted?
I don't know exactly. I wasn't in on it. I think some of them have stopped trusting me. But you can bet they're keeping him near the gourmand. Our chef, Philippe, has an obsession with fresh ingredients. It'd be back in the members-only section, so you'll have to be careful. Don't be seen, and more importantly, don't let them see Ted in the open. It's guarded both at the lobby entrance and in the access tunnels leading from the main restaurant.
How do I get in?
I could sponsor you as an honorary member. The White Gloves are always looking for people who can elevate their status. You'd certainly fit the bill with everything you've done around here. Otherwise, you'll have to find some way to get inside quietly. It won't be easy, and it'll be harder still to get them out.
Any suggestions?
Well, they'll all be sampling pre-war wines before the meal. Maybe it's as simple as drugging them. Although that wouldn't stop any future kidnappings. You'd have to expose Mortimer, but he's going to confess anyway. What if his revelation were a lie? What if no one had eaten human flesh but him? If you could somehow replace Philippe in the kitchen and serve a convincing substitute instead, you could walk Ted right through the middle of that room after Mortimer speaks, and then he'd have some explaining to do. Philippe has been trying to approximate the taste of human flesh for years. He must have a recipe somewhere.
Ted's father is a wealthy man with his resources. This should be easy to stop.
That may be true, but I wouldn't recommend it. He's built a reputation, and it isn't for calmness and impartiality. He's not what he looks like. They call him Hurricane Heck. The man built his empire by hiring mercenaries to drive off the competition. Lately, he's been attacking our Brahmin suppliers so he can take over their business. He's the sort to pound in a nail with a wrecking ball. If you give him the whole story on this, he'd be liable to raise the entire hotel. And God knows what he'd do to the rest of the Strip.
Goodbye.
Let's plan on meeting again as soon as... Wait, did you hear something? Were you followed?
Oh. Yeah. You can't stop him from dying. Oh. But perhaps I am Chauncey. Yeah, don't mind the bodies.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
They won't know the difference. Talk to you again.
Welcome to the Ultralux.
Right, to become a sponsor. I want to join the White Glove Society. I was told I need a sponsor.
Why, yes, of course. The White Glove Society is the most exclusive club in all of New Vegas. Perhaps the entire world. It's only natural that you'd need a sponsor from within the club who can vouch for your good name. Originally, we didn't allow anyone else in, you see. Founding members only. We thought exclusivity would make us the envy of everyone who's anyone. And it has. But then I had the idea to allow honorary members. Lower in status, naturally, but it just makes people want to be us even more. And the right people could certainly do wonders for our image. Celebrities, philanthropists, we want only the very best. And you most certainly fit the bill. Given your deeds on the Strip alone, I can safely say that you would be a prized addition to our honorary ranks. You have my full support, and you are welcome to join us at our nightly banquets in our special section of the Gourmand. I hope to see you there.
She gave me my own formal wear. Well, I have two now. You know what? No, she didn't. Even though it said she did. Okay. I was gonna put them together. So Chauncey can be a part of this in a small way.
Him to despair?
Oh. Huh. Don't mind me. Going by. Elevator. How far are you going?
You, what do you think you're doing?
Mortimer sent me to move the kid. Thanks. One of his own might betray him.
First he's too trusting, now he doesn't trust any of us. It addles the senses. I suppose caution is the desirable course at this point. It's all of our necks if something goes afoul.
Yep.
How do you fare? Why are you standing still? Do you think the world waits for you while you stand there drooling? Get back out there and get to work.
I think you got me confused with someone else.
Oh, really? So despite your filthy face and your vacant expression and your complete lack of human dignity, you're telling me you're not a server?
Your predisposition towards anger suggests unresolved issues in your past.
What kind of harebrained fucking psychobabble bullshit is that? I yell at people because I like yelling at people, and because they fucking deserve it, not because Mumsy and Daddykins didn't hug me enough.
You may be projecting. Tell me more about your parents.
Oh, I see how it is. You think because my father walked out on us when I was 5, now I have to yell at people. Or because my mother was a deranged chem fiend who regularly brought strange men home who told me to call them uncle. Or because my sisters would lock me in a shipping crate when they didn't want me around. And my brother... God, I'd forgotten about that. How could they do that to me? I can't stay here. I need to be alone.
You go do that then.
How could they treat me like that?
Brahmin Wellington. Oh. This recipe allows you to make Brahmin Wellington. Give me all of it. Everything necessary to cook a meal is here at your disposal as long as Philippe isn't here to stop you. Survival of 75 or higher is required to improvise a meal using no recipe. Intelligence of 6 or higher, and the recipe required to cook the following recipe. Spike the wine. But I'd rather them just not eat human and then Mortimer go, aha, you've eaten human. And I go, no, you didn't. I got the human he wanted you to eat right here. Cage lock. You can lock Philippe in here, right? Well, we just gave him something to think about. Where the fuck is the recipe again?
Leave me alone. Haven't you done...
Oh, he has it. A barter of 55? I could do that. Because one of the magazines would get me up 20. That's 49. I need 6. I would just need a bunch of charisma. My charisma is currently 1, so I can definitely get it up. Mentats will give me 1. Party time gives me 5. Those can stack. That's already 6 right there. Of course. $61. Yo.
Leave me alone. Haven't you done...
I'm here to talk business. I'm interested in putting out a cookbook.
What, me? The supreme ruler of the Nevada dining scene? Teach some lowlife halfwits how to make food that doesn't smell like burning excrement? Do you think it would sell?
It'll be huge. I'll advance you 100. If you were, yes, we're a major publisher, but as a sign of good faith, I'll need recipes.
You're pushing your luck. Here, I have a few copies on me. This better be good enough. We're gonna have a real problem if this thing isn't a hit. About time.
All right. Just allows me to be addicted. This is a stack of handwritten recipes, obviously experimental, with many sections crossed out and notes scribbled in the margins. The one that seems to have gone through the most revision is called Sweet Veal. However, the notes indicate a desire to make it taste not like veal but human flesh. Jeez. You gave that to me? A possible publisher? That's crazy. Very easy. Brick. Betty. This would share the I and Brick. Enough. Oh no, the T and the second T and Betty. Nope. Entered in it. Weird. Only one left. Oh, needs a key. Yo.
My daddy's gonna kill all you bastards once he finds out what you done to me.
Calm down. I've come to get you out of here.
My daddy sent you? God damn it. I almost died in here. What the hell took you so long? It's just one damn hotel. Who did this to me anyway? They hit me over the head before I got a look at them.
No time. We have to go.
All right, fine. I'm right behind you.
Time to cook. Cook imitation human flesh using recipe. Wow, imitation strange meat pie. Use the intercom to call in the head waiter.
How may I assist?
Time to serve the meal.
But no one is in their chairs yet. Surely we should wait until 7. I'll be ready.
Damn. It was almost 7. Fuck. Just like 4 minutes. And then people have to eat a meal. And then there has to be a revelation. Hey, it's 7.
How may I? At once.
Yeah. Because Ted's out here. Leave him out there. Or in there. Now we faff about. Wow. 10 minutes. Almost.
How may I?
Okay. barter sucks now. There he goes. Nice loop. Okay. I think he's sufficiently far enough. We can just grab Ted. Make our way over here. Oh, someone's coming. So holes. No. Sure. No. Hills. Damn. That was bones? It? Was it bones? I don't see any other words around here. I'll do these just in case. Oh, lists. Lists! I didn't even see lists. Alright, whatever. Oh my god. Get over here.
My daddy's gonna kill all you.
No time.
All right.
Oh, I went the wrong way. Here. Goddamn.
I know I'm not the scheduled speaker, but I have a few words, if I may. There was a time not so long ago when we were bound together not as members, but as family, as a clan. And when Mr. House came to us with his proposal, we accepted, knowing we stood to gain much.
Okay.
There was a time not so long ago when we were bound together not as members, but as family, as a clan. And when Mr. House came to us with his proposal, we accepted, knowing we stood to gain much. Little did we know how much we'd lose in the process. As a society, we've endeavored to sample the finest food and drink the world has to offer. But we are living a lie. There is a meat sweeter than the most corn-fed livestock. Most of you have tasted it. All of you have coveted it. Among us, it is a crime to discuss a return to the old ways that unified our people. Tonight, that all changes. The taboo ends. Let me finish, Marjorie. You don't know it yet, but you are all now guilty of a greater crime. One that ordinarily bears the harshest of punishments. Surely that you are all guilty warrants not only universal amnesty, but also a renewed discussion. For our society to be truly elite, we must dine on the most delicious, the most exclusive food known to us. And tonight, for the first time as a society, you are sampling that very dish, the meat we are forbidden to taste, the way it was meant to be eaten. Fellow members of the White Glove Society, bon appetit. What the... Who is this trespasser?
Loudly. Bad news, Mortimer. No one's eating the boy you kidnapped tonight.
What are you... Why is he there? Who are we eating right now?
Sorry, Mortimer. Secret recipe. It isn't human, though. I can tell you that.
No! These are lies. I never kidnapped anyone. And even if I did, there's no harm done. He's alive, after all.
Too late, Mortimer. You already said too much.
You're all hypocrites. How can you claim to be connoisseurs yet deny yourselves the greatest of all meats? I am ashamed to have once called everyone here family. This isn't over, though. I'll begin anew. The White Glove Society will never achieve the greatness of my new order. You'll all hear from me again.
Now I can tell Yes Men that I fixed the white gloves.
Oh my. How unfortunate. And in front of all these people, too. He always was a bit of a pill, Mortimer. He was so pouty when I decided to ban eating people. And now this. I should have paid more attention to the warning signs. Can you imagine what people would have said? Why, it would have been a complete scandal if it weren't for you.
Same with the White Glove Society. Goodbye.
Ta-ta.
Idolized by them. Yeah, but some of these people are also still... they were going along with it. They knew Mortimer's plan.
Greetings.
How do you fare?
You really gotta watch out. Whatever. There he goes. Oh.
Oh my God. Ted, are you all right?
Quit your hollering. I'm fine.
You got me my boy back. I got no words. Now, I hope you didn't do no harm to whoever's responsible for this. I want to skin their hides myself.
Blame the White Gloves. They're all cannibals. It was Mortimer, one of the White Gloves, who had Ted taken. He's a cannibal.
Well, that does it. None of them maniacs will ever do business with Hank Gunderson long as they live. Hell, I'll put me together a damn blockade. Hit 'em where it hurts. They control the food? Well, there ain't gonna be no food. Not for anybody in this whole damn town. It's a goddamn monument to inhumanity. Let 'em starve. Biggest favor anyone's ever done this hellhole.
That's just what they'd want. You to be driving the city to eat each other.
I don't like this place. Whole strip, really. Ever since I got here, the stink of it has flooded my nostrils. But you got a point. They're already hell-bent on depravity here. All I'd be doing is helping them along. All right. Well, I promised you I'd make it worth your while. So here you are. Try not to lose it all at the same casino.
Idolized on the strip. Level up. Oh. 90 sneak. The rest in the barter. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta go get rid of an addiction. Veronica, you got anything?
What's up?
Who was this Father Elijah to you?
I would say he was my tutor, but that doesn't cover it. After my parents passed, he looked after me. The whole brotherhood brought me up, really, but he made sure of it. I never had a grandfather, not that I knew, anyway. But Elijah was in some ways what I'd imagine a grandfather to be.
Did you follow him from California?
It was by his request, actually. He cleared it with the other elders. Somehow. They sent him to look into the dam. There was a time when I'd have begged to follow, watch him at work.
What changed?
He did. For years, he fought with the council, taught me to question our direction. Meanwhile, he'd become more out of touch than all of them. On our way east, he demanded we stop at Helios 1 to examine it. While we were there, we received word that the NCR had taken the dam. He was furious. Called it children playing with a bomb, but he was mad because we'd lost its power. What we'd use it for. He didn't even care.
How's that different from any other elder?
They're cautious. When they discover something, they respect it, learn its limits, consider how to preserve it. Used to drive Father Elijah crazy. He liked to learn limits too, but only so he could push them. That's not to excuse the other elders, though. They all covet technology for its own sake. Some are just more fanatical than others.
Ever tried to talk some sense into him?
Yeah, I did. I couldn't help him. He just didn't listen. And the idea that people talk back to him... If he could have made the Brotherhood act like machines, ordering them around with the push of a button, he would have.
What did you learn from him?
Elijah could look at an old device and immediately understand what made it work. And he could see its potential, where it fit with other technology. It's not something he could teach, but he tried with me. Some of it stuck. But that's what he taught me. You ask what I learned from him.
How's that different? What did you learn from him?
I learned what I don't want to become. In the end, there was just him and his vision. Nothing and no one else.
Were you close?
Yeah. I miss him.
Where is he now?
I don't know. Last time anyone saw him was in the battle at Helios 1. I wasn't there. He gave orders to hold the plant until it could be reactivated. But he ran out of time. The NCR overran it. Everyone thought he was dead. But I got a note from him at a comm station. That's how he liked to talk, even to me. He wasn't good at face-to-face.
What was in the note?
It was... strange. Even for Father Elijah. He's always been unstable, but this was... something else. I don't want to say delusional, but I don't know what else to call it. The only thing familiar about it was the signature. He said the Brotherhood was doomed, but that he'd return, save us. But the way he said it... I don't know. Said he'd return with one of the greatest treasures of the old world. Make the Mojave like it was meant to be. Wipe the slate clean.
Ominous.
Ooh, got any juicy gossip? See you around.
I don't know what I need. I guess I can talk to you. Yo.
Don't you just love that platinum chip? Buzzes with power and possibilities, doesn't it? If I were you, I'd almost want to deliver the chip to Mr. House, just to learn all its tricks. That is, unless you want to bring the NCR or Caesar's Legion to power. I wouldn't want to tell you what to do. Please.
I visited the Khan settlement. They can be ignored. No. No. The White Gloves had a cannibalism problem, but I solved it.
A cannibalism problem? Really? I'm so glad you weren't eaten. That's 3 down, 2 to go.
Right. I never got this for Regis. We were over there. Good lord. Go back. I know, my addiction. Still just hanging out.
I've heard some bad stories about this Leggett. I'm not sure I'll be welcome around here once he takes charge.
Yeah, you got some money. I got anything for you? Is formal wear off my bag? I'm not using any of those. I should pop a psycho just once.
Thanks.
Just to show you. Hey kids. You know you can put the backpack down, right? Lay down. Give your feet a rest. This ledger is an extensive record of the Legion's prior dealings with the tribal societies that is encountered in its expansion. Of particular interest, it is the fate of the Twisted Hair tribe of Arizona, who formed an alliance with Caesar to serve as his army scouts during the conquest of that region. Once the Arizona wastes were pacified, the Legion turned on its erstwhile allies, stripped them of their tribal identity, and forced them into slavery. Those who resisted were crucified along the remains of the Interstate 40. Oh. Get my addiction checked on.
Hello.
Doctor, please. I've become addicted again.
You're back.
I'd also probably buy an implant.
All right.
That's more DT or DR, I forget. Perception, endurance. My charisma's 1. He was not going to change anything. Agility. That could make like my reloading faster. Perception. Hold on. Cure my addiction? Oh, this trick again. Dick. Normally 5. Yeah. I'll think about it. Let's go convince the cons.
Something else you wanted?
Have a look at this book. It will show you what happens to tribes that ally with Caesar's Legion.
Let me see. My God, this is even worse than I thought. Okay, you have my support. I'll tell Papa the alliance is a bad idea.
All right.
I heard from one of Melissa's runners that that check-coated bastard got thrown out on his ass.
He's dead. Damn, Papu. Oh, didn't want that. There we go.
All 4 of my most trusted advisors have told me we should break our alliance. Maybe I should hear you out after all.
I've come to ask the Great Khans to break their alliance with Caesar's Legion.
I've heard some things from my most trusted Khans that makes me wonder whether this alliance is a good idea after all. But I want to leave a legacy of greatness when I die. My tribe deserves better than this, cowering in a canyon and living on scraps. Tell me then, if I don't join with Caesar's Legion, where will I find my tribe's lost glory?
You don't need to look outward. Mighty Khan, your tribe is proud and strong. Claim your own glory. With great legacy, what great legacy do the Great Khans have? Your tribe is nothing but ghosts and martyrs. There's one.
Well spoken, traveler. Well spoken indeed. Perhaps it's time to find our own destiny, unburdened by the past. We'll begin readying the camp to move. As soon as Caesar makes his move, we'll depart. We will make ourselves strong again, and we shall conquer.
Hey, as long as you aren't fighting for Caesar, I don't care what you do. That sounds wise. I wish you the best.
If you should ever tire of wandering alone, seek us out. You might just have the makings of a great Khan yourself.
Diane's going nuts.
Veronica, still nothing? How do we help the Brotherhood?
What's up?
Can you tell me anything about this platinum chip?
Yeah, it's not for poker. I've never seen anything quite like it, but I can tell you it looks like it was fabricated before the war, and not at a mint. Some kind of tech. I'm gonna say mid-2200s. Hold on to it. Might be your lucky chip.
Cool.
See you around.
Might have to look it up. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna.